Hi, in this video we are going to practice making comparisons. The objective that we have for this lesson is to express a comparison between two objects. When we compare, we usually have two things involved. Let's talk about comparisons then. Comparisons are the ones that we make when we think of one characteristic and we use that to compare two things, two items. So we need to express if one is more or has more of that characteristic than the other, it has less of that characteristic, or if they are equal, it means that they have the same amount or the same degree of that characteristic. All right, let me give you some examples of how we express that in English. We could say, for example, if we are comparing a 3D printer and a regular printer, if one has more of one characteristic than the other, the one that we're going to use is the cost, the price. We're going to say if it is expensive. We could say that one is more than the other. And for that, we use this structure. A 3D printer is more expensive than a regular printer. We use more. More is the word to emphasize how much more of that characteristic one item has compared to the other. And for that comparison, we use the preposition than, all right, T-H-A-N, all right? We could also say that it is less, that it has less of that characteristic. And we could say a regular printer is less expensive than a 3D printer, all right? Now, when we have short adjectives and we are saying that one item has more of that adjective or of that characteristic than the other, we can just, instead of using the word more, we can add the ending er. And for that reason, when we are comparing the two items and we're saying how cheap one is compared to the other, we could say that a regular printer is cheaper than a 3D printer, all right? And the same thing happens with the adjective fancy. We say a smartwatch is fancier than a fitness band, for example. In that example, when we have the consonant Y before, or after a consonant, we change that Y to an I and then we add ER, all right? I'm sure you already know that, but I just wanted to review that, all right? That is when we say that something has more or less of one characteristic than the thing that we're comparing it to. Now, if they have an equal amount of that characteristic, we say, for example, a fancy tablet is as powerful as a laptop. As, we use as, and before the adjective, and we use the same word after it. All right? So that is how we express comparisons. Comparisons, remember, they involve two objects or two things, two items, two people, for example. All right? Let's practice that with these activities. The first one is this. Complete the following sentences using the word bank provided. So we have some word bank here. You're going to use them all. Look, the word is appears twice. It means that we're going to use it twice in the sentences that you have here. Look at the sentences and see how you would complete them using those words. All right? Pause my video, complete the activity, and I will see you in a moment to show you the answers. All right, I hope that you did pause my video, completed the activity, and here are the answers for you, right? First one, a desktop computer is bigger than a laptop. Is and than, all right? Next one, a laptop is smaller than a desktop computer. That means that we're saying smaller, comparing how big they are. The next one, a laptop is more convenient than a desktop computer. All right, more convenient goes there. The next one, a laptop is as useful as a desktop computer. We have 3 blanks to complete there, and those are the answers. All right, I hope you have them all correct. And let me show you the next practice activity. It says, compare wired earphones, those earphones that have a cable, a wire, earphones that go in your ears, earphones, the ones that cover your head, they're called headphones, earphones. Compare wired earphones with wireless earphones, the ones that don't have a wire, don't have a cable, you just plug them in your ear. So compare wired earphones with wireless earphones, including all the types of comparisons studied in this lesson. So go back and see the explanation of the comparisons that we have, and you are going to use those sentences, let's say those examples, to compare the two types of earphones, those gadgets. All right? So please pause my video or go back and check your possible structures to use. And in a moment, when you have completed the comparison, you will resume my video so that you can check your answers. All right? Go ahead, pause my video and complete the activity. All right. Thank you. I hope that you did go back and checked the structures that you can use and that you have some good comparison between wireless earphones and wireless earphones. Here I have some sample answer for you. It says, wireless earphones are more popular today than wired earphones. Yes, it is true. Wireless earphones are as good as wired earphones. I am sure that's true too. Wired earphones are cheaper and more durable than wireless earphones. It is true, less technology involved, yes. Wireless earphones are less convenient than wired earphones. I like the word convenient. And finally, we have here in this example that a student wrote, wireless earphones need more care than wired earphones because they need batteries. Yes, you need to be attentive to charge the batteries of your wireless earphones. Right, that is a very good comparison. Now, I am going to pause my video so that you can listen to the pronunciation of this answer, and you're going to practice pronouncing with the native speaker. All right? I'm pausing my video so that you can listen to the pronunciation. Practice, please.
Wireless earphones are more popular today than wired earphones. Wireless earphones are as good as wired earphones. Wired earphones are cheaper and more durable than wireless earphones. Wireless earphones are less convenient than wired earphones. Wireless earphones need more care than wired earphones because they need batteries.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for having practiced your pronunciation. And remember that in this lesson, we talked about comparisons. We compare two things in terms of a characteristic or several characteristics, and we can express if they have more or less or the same amount or degree of that characteristic. All right? Like the examples that I'm showing you here. Thank you very much for having been with me in this activity, and I will see you in the next one.